Chances are your marketing team or your advertising agency are using the Google Analytics information gathered from your website to make smart marketing decisions. They're analyzing the data, they're looking at the KPIs, and they're using that as they plan future campaigns. Well, if they're experiencing the same problems that we're seeing, is that information isn't always accurate. And when we're incorporating other resources, other platforms, other data points, it becomes less and less accurate. So today we're going to talk about how third-party data impacts the effectiveness of your Google Analytics and your ability to make smart decisions. Welcome to Down in Digi, where we're getting down to the business of digital marketing. I'm your host, Karina Keys. Third-party data really is information that comes from another resource that allows you to target ads, gather information, gain consumer insights, gain audience insights, and be able to serve ads more effectively to a person based on their interests, their psychographics, their behaviors, or whether they're even in market for a product. But we're beginning to see complications in the application, the access, and the accuracy of reporting around that third-party data because of the increase in privacy laws. Now, we are all for privacy laws, 100% agree that we want to protect the consumer's privacy. And as marketers, we need to work together to figure out how we can still get viable information to still be really pinpoint targeted and give people a great user experience when they engage with our ad messages, but in a way that allows us to still track and report and monitor and understand what is working and what is not working for us. So a few things that you can do right now is really start to identify what third-party tools are you currently using in your marketing and advertising efforts. Where are they interacting with your own tracking systems? Do they provide tracking for you that you can then analyze and incorporate into what you're seeing in your Google Analytics? And kind of break down how your analytics is reporting on the effectiveness of your ad campaigns. So we know when you look at analytics, we're going to start seeing impacts. Your audience sizes are likely going to decrease as you look at what's happening in your Google Analytics numbers because that third-party data is no longer going to be reported. It's going to be harder to identify audiences for retargeting because cookies are going to start going away. Which, we all love cookies, just not marketing cookies. We're going to have less demographic data being reported into our analytics. So we're going to have less information on the ages, the behaviors, the sex of who that is coming to our websites. And we're going to have less audience information. So if you go to your analytics now, you can say there's similar interests, similar behaviors, similar websites that your audiences are also visiting. And a lot of that is going to start to decreasing, and eventually it's likely to go away. We don't really know the extent of which that's going to happen or the timeline, but we do know that it is going to happen. So a few things that you can start doing today to overcome these challenges is really start to rely on multiple pieces of data in order to make a decision. Look at your CRM, look at your third-party reports, as well as your analytics to make a really all-encompassing analysis of the effectiveness of your ad campaign. Start collecting your own data. Start collecting that information so you have first-party data, your own information on your clients, your prospects, and your target audience. And then just keep an eye on your analytics and start looking for some strange changes or unexpected changes or quick shifts in some of those KPI performances that are being reported in your Google Analytics, because it's probably a pretty good indication that third-party information or limiting of that third-party information is not being reported accurately or not being attributed to the campaign as it should be. So thanks for joining us today for Down in Digi. I hope you know more now than you did 5 minutes ago. If you have any other questions on third-party data, our team would be happy to talk with you, maybe review your analytics accounts and provide some insights or recommendations on ways that you can better utilize the data that you have to still be effective in your marketing efforts. Thanks for joining us today, and until next week, cheers.